All right, welcome back. Well, before we went off to a commercial break, we were looking at the before images of a home reno with our good friends at Pioneer Craftsman Limited. And what I love about this company is that they have the ability to not only make your dreams happen, but they tend to do it in as painless way as possible. Joining us now is Jennifer Dinard with Pioneer Craftsman Limited. And again, the client before had provided you with a wish list with the existing space. They had a few technical issues, one of which was storage, access to where the kitchen was closed. There was some inherent lighting issues, things like that. But now we're going to look at the after.
Yes.
Okay. and one of the things, again, just to reiterate, with your service, I mean, not only do you have the ability to sit down and assess your client's needs, come up with a game plan. We talked about before the break, as well as the pre-visualization, which allows people to see a virtual kind of walkthrough of the space, which helps bridge a lot of those gaps. But one of the things that I guess we kind of veered away from is that in doing so, you're going to actually really reduce a lot of your costs, because you're not going to be doing things trial and error. You're going to be able to deal with these issues before they happen. And also, too, you guys have the ability well, you have the familiarity with all the necessary permits as well as building codes that often catches a lot of people when they decide to do it on their own as well. You know, we're all kind of weekend warriors. We all think we can knock out that wall, but then there just happens to be a load-bearing issue and stuff like that. Little things,
silly stuff,
little silly things like that. What do you mean? What do you mean half the living room's caved in? Anyway, so take us through this. Take us through the after here, shall we?
Okay. Certainly in the plans when we have those up, it really starts to show you how much things opened up. We did put on a great room addition that was to include a stone wood-burning fireplace, lots of room for a dining table. But really, we went through a couple of different phases for this project to try and figure out which direction really suited their needs best. I mean, as much as they had an initial idea, I had some initial ideas, it takes massaging that to find the final plan. So really, we went through quite a variety of different things and ended up with a very open kitchen plan that actually incorporated 2 islands. We did end up putting the office level above. So now the plans are up there. So the great room is that whole room you see sort of jutted out on the left-hand side. We took out that whole exterior wall that then joined that into the old kitchen and dining space and turned the combination of kitchen and dining into the kitchen itself. And then that front room that was the living room then became a playroom that was really close and accessible to the family room. She can stash all the toys in there. It really becomes like a combination storage room, playroom, media room for the kids who are like under 8. So it's a great place for them to keep all their junk and stuff out of the way. She feels like she always knows where they are. Right. Can see them while she's working in the kitchen, and we put some pocket doors in there so she has to close noise off. That works well. So really her sight lines for being in the kitchen really opened up. The second level there, we ended up incorporating a walk-in closet inside the bedroom, which stole a little bit of space from the bedroom, but they really found that was viable for their needs. And then also took up some of that floor space I was mentioning over the ceiling of the vaulted room below to create the little office nook that you see on the bottom left there. So really on the second level, that's what we took on. I don't have pictures of the upper level, but certainly the pictures you'll start to see here are going to be of the lower level. So there's the exterior shot that we previously looked at. So the addition was just a matter of matching in the siding to work with what existed. And again, matching pitch for roof lines, that kind of thing, just so that it looked somewhat original anyway, as much as we could. But getting the view of the outdoors was of high importance. So good sized windows on the end wall without getting them so big that you don't have places for furniture on the interior. And that'll become obvious when you see interior shots, which are right there.
That's beautiful.
So the windows obviously open up onto a nice treed area beyond that, but windows on all sides of this addition. A nice wood-burning fireplace with the stone, and lots of pot lights, so there wasn't a lot of busy fixtures.
You go from a family room that they didn't go in before to that type of room that I would be curled up in all the time.
Yeah. Wow. And that shot right there is when you walk in the front door, you just turn your head to the left and you see the whole thing. Wow. So you don't feel like you're boxed into a space when you walk in the front door any longer. It really changed the sight lines again, which we had mentioned before. So you're kind of seeing there one of 2 islands, and that's looking back at the kitchen from the family area.
This is the kitchen?
That's the kitchen.
The little U-shaped kitchen we had before?
Yes, indeedy.
Oh, if you're a cooking, eating family, that's, and I think most of us are, but, you know, what a great space to work in now.
It completely changes the atmosphere. Like, it's just, Wow.
Yeah, completely changes it. I mean, I'm really ready to volunteer to help her do her Christmas baking personally because I don't have that kind of kitchen. So, but don't tell her I said that. But there's a little desk area that's incorporated in there too that is just out on the right-hand side of the picture and can't quite make out, but a good space where she can set up a laptop and, you know, look at recipes or take care of household bills. And that's really taking in that back wall that has the cooktop, the wall ovens, the fridge, and a more decorative hood and backsplash. So some of the finishes really were kept very simplistic in some ways, but they were high-end finishes. So it didn't become a really busy kitchen that sometimes over time can then get dated.
Right.
I think our intention was to really give her something that felt more like furniture in the islands, which again has been a very large trend, and I think will continue to go that way. But it is just so friendly for the kids to be able to sit down at the one island with a snack. They're out of her way. Everything's within
The flow of the
distance.
room
Yeah.
is just, I mean, it's so organic, so free. I mean,
Very much.
absolutely. I mean, you could, it's amazing what a difference that makes. You would never guess at it. I mean, that's why I always love it when you guys come in.
Yeah.
The things you would never think of.
Well, thank you.
Because you're the thinking people.
You are the thinking people.
And
who
putting
funk
it all
stuff. Yeah.
together, that is a beautiful transformation. And with 3 days left to go till the end of the home renovation tax, where the people are going, oh, must
Hurry!
call,
Hustle,
must
hustle,
do,
hustle.
let's do.
Not so
I-
sure we'll fit you in, but
Probably not, but still, you can still do
That's
some
right.
great work
Please
for them.
do.
Pioneer
Yeah.
Craftsman Limited. You can go to the website for all the information. Thank you so much again, Jennifer.
Very welcome. My pleasure.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I want a bigger kitchen.
I want a kitchen, period.
We'll be back in a
Nice.
moment. Stay with us.